Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I am going to talk to you, give you my thoughts on what I think about Accutane. Accutane is a oral medication that you take to help clear your skin. I do have a little bit of makeup on right now. It's a little bit worn. You can kind of see my blemishes through my makeup, but I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Accutane, what all it is, because a lot of people don't know what the fuck it is. I decided to do Accutane, and I'm going to talk about other things that I've tried for my acne, and so yeah. So, if you didn't know, I'm actually a medical assistant, and I work at a dermatology office. So, me being able to work in a dermatology office, I've been able to try different things for my skin. I'm gonna give you a little recap about my skin in general. When I was in high school and in middle school, I really never had problem areas, and I never really had horrible acne. I had blackheads here and there, and of course I would get my occasional pimple whenever I would start my period and things like that, but my acne was never really bad. Whenever I turned 19 and my early 20s, my skin started to freak out. I started to get really deep cysts. At that point, I was working at a dermatology office, and I would kind of do little things here and there. One thing that I felt really irritated my skin, and what kind of just made everything freaking crazy, was when I started to thread my face. I started off threading my eyebrows, and then I developed hair on my cheeks, and I was like, well, I'm already here, let me thread my face and see what the fuck this is all about. Worst decision I have ever fucking made. Ever since then, my skin was never the same, so I do not recommend for you to use threading as a hair removal, because threading can be very irritating to your face, and if you cause irritation, it's going to cause inflammation, which is then going to irritate your acne, and it's going to make it want to come out and get more aggressive. So if you do hair removal as far as threading and it works for you, great. But for me personally, I feel like that really just made my skin like 50 million times worse. I actually did thread my face for maybe 3 months, and then I started to notice that I was breaking out a lot more, and I was getting deep cystic acne, and I was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna do this. I just stopped doing it, and then ever since then, my skin never really went back to normal. I started to get a lot of deep cysts, especially on my cheeks, a lot of blackhead white. So that's one thing that I don't recommend for anybody to do. You know, if you do your eyebrows, that's fine, but if you do your whole face, bitch, be prepared for the consequence. That's one thing that I do regret doing, and I wish I could go back in time to change it all, but obviously I can't. So what I have done in the past for my acne when I started getting acne. So I'm gonna name just a couple prescriptions that I have tried. You can Google them, do what you please, but I'm just gonna mention the things that I've done. So I've tried basic over-the-counter washes. I've tried the Mario Badescu drying spot treatment. Oh, I just stabbed the shit out of my chin. I tried the Mario Badescu drying lotion. I've tried the Neutrogena grapefruit salicylic acid washes. I've tried the Cetaphil Germ Control wash, which is supposedly for acne prone skin. Samantha! My boyfriend's dog. Okay, so those are the things that I have tried over the counter. Things that I've tried prescription wise, I have tried a Axone, which is a topical gel, which is made for patients that have really sensitive skin because it does not irritate you. Another medication that I've tried that was an oral antibiotic, which was a very low dose, was Oracea. I took that for about 3 months. I really didn't see a difference. I've also taken birth control in the past, which I feel kind of like made my acne a little worse just because it kind of fucked with my hormones, and I felt like I started to break out even more. I've tried Solodine on 80 milligrams and 105 milligrams for a couple of months, and I feel like it got better, but I stopped taking it, and then I just started breaking out like a lot more. And I can say in the last year and a half, my skin has just really shook itself. I kept getting new ones, and I kept getting dark spots, and I kept getting new ones, and my new ones would go away, I would get another one, so then the old ones would leave dark spots, and the new ones would leave dark spots, and it was just a revolving circle until I would finally decided to get registered for Accutane. So basically what Accutane is oral retin-A that you take. It's a pill. The treatment course is it's actually like a 6-month process. So you're gonna be on this medication for 6 months. It's a lot of commitment. It's a lot of doctor visits and things like that. Since I work at the dermatology office, it's not gonna be really hard for me because I'm there. So it's not like, you know, I'm going out of my way for this specific treatment. I decided to do Accutane for me because I'm just tired of freaking acne, and I'm tired of having to like pile on the makeup. Like, I'm tired of having to put makeup on in general. I do like go out and do errands and stuff without makeup, but I just feel that everybody like fucking stares at you. I was complaining about my acne, and one of the PAs that I work with was like, well, why don't you just get registered for Accutane? Like, it's not gonna be hard for you, you know, you're already here. And then I was like, you know what? That's a freaking smart idea. Like, I don't know why I didn't think about this sooner. Guys and girls can take it, and there's a lot more restrictions for females because there are a little bit more side effects and things like that, and I'm going to go ahead and mention a couple of the side effects for girls specifically, because I'm sure most of the people watching this video are girls, and Accutane affects girls a little bit differently than guys. So I'm going to go ahead and just mention the main red flag when it comes to Accutane. When I tell you, you cannot get pregnant on Accutane, bitch. You cannot get fucking pregnant on Accutane. It will cause birth defects, and pretty much the only way around that is usually they do recommend an abortion. And you know, there have been patients at my office, not recently, but you know, years ago, that you know, this lady got pregnant on Accutane, and you know, she had the baby and the baby was fine. But you can never really just take those chances, especially when you know, you're a baby. You know, you're risking having a baby with birth defects, and you know, if this is going to be your first baby, you don't want to have to abort it, you know what I mean? So you have to take proper cautions, and you know, you have to do certain, basically the main thing is you cannot get pregnant. So I do have to be on a birth control. I have now been on birth control for 2 months now, considering being on Accutane, or if you've looked into it, like, that's the main thing. And this is your life that you're risking. You don't want to have to go through something like that. Why put yourself in that specific situation if that's not something that you want? So that being said, I decided to get myself registered on Accutane. I don't see myself having kids in the next 6 months, and you know, might as well fucking do it. Accutane overall is the only cure for acne. Most patients that are on Accutane usually only have to be on it one time. You know, the other 10% that have to redo Accutane, you know, years apart from each other. So say I get registered for Accutane today, it's gonna help me for 5 to 10 years, and then maybe, you know, I might flare a little bit later in the future. And if I do that, then you know, it doesn't come back as bad if your acne does recur. Go see your dermatologist once a month. You have to get blood work depending on your dermatologist. The one that I work for, she only does blood work 3 times before being on Accutane, a month in on Accutane, and then a month after on Accutane. Accutane can kind of fluctuate your cholesterol levels, so you want to be sure to be healthy and eating healthy and stuff like that. For female patients, they do pregnancy tests every month. You know, blood work a couple times a month. Some doctors or dermatologists recommend for you to do blood work every month. It really just depends on the dermatologist. And you know, thirdly, you have to just really be careful. And the main risk, like I said, is becoming pregnant on Accutane. Most male patients, they don't have any problems because they can't fucking get pregnant. So if you're a guy and you're considering being on Accutane, I'd say go ahead and fucking do it. I'm gonna be on this treatment for at least a good 6 months. So I'm starting my first month in April, so I will be done in October. Let's just say I'll be done in October. So by the end of this year, bitch, my skin is going to look fucking poppin'. So usually what Accutane does, it shuts down your oil glands. So if you're an extremely oily person, it's gonna help that. So during this process, I am gonna get a little dry, my lips are gonna get chapped. Those are things that I'm just gonna have to deal with. Apply as much moisturizer as I possibly can, and make sure to moisturize my lips with Aquaphor or like Vaseline, or always keep like some type of chapstick in my pocket, because that is one of the side effects, is dry skin. I just have to, you know, keep up with it. You know, it being summertime that we're entering, you do get a little sun sensitive, but to be honest, I'm never really out. I work all the fucking time, so I don't think that's gonna be a problem for me. When I got registered for Accutane, they give you a booklet. This is what it looks like, and it just has tons of information in here about it, and things to do, things not to do condoms and shit. Like, it's just basically a patient educational book. Thinking about it, I was gonna get a tattoo, but I'm probably not gonna be able to get it until I am off of Accutane, because when you're on Accutane, it slows down you from healing. So I just thought about that. I'm not gonna be able to get that tattooed till October, but you know what? I'm fucking cool with that. So it gives me enough time to lose weight. I'm gonna show you the medication. I actually got the medication in the mail. So the prescription I got, let me cover that, is called Clarivis. Isotretinoin is the name of the medication. And the way that I'm gonna be taking this is 1 pill one day to the next. And obviously it shows it right here, a pregnant lady, and you cannot get pregnant. Like, that's the main thing. And I ain't trying to have any babies, so you know what? Damn, these pills are fucking huge. I suck at taking pills, so this might be a little struggle for me. I didn't know they were this big, but I'll just have to like swallow that whole refill. So every month I have to go online and answer all these questions or whatever, to make sure that I understand what I can do, what I can't do, and stuff like that. There are a couple things that you're just gonna have to live with, and overall I hope that this really just helps clear my skin, because me doing makeup videos and me, you know, putting myself out there, like, people see this, you know what I mean? And I got a freaking huge pimple right here. Like, people see this and people talk shit and people judge. And you know, when I first started doing makeup, I really wasn't breaking out, and then as my, you know, channel progressed and as my social media platforms progressed, I started to develop more acne. And to be honest, I was just super self-conscious. Like, there was a point where I wouldn't post shit because my skin looked fucking disgusting. Like, I couldn't like post, you know, skin pics because I had a shitload of bumps or I had big ass cysts. Like, you know, like, those are just things that personally I'm just tired of dealing with, and that is why I decided to do Accutane. I am gonna do a Accutane update video in a couple of months, probably 2 months in, to kind of give you an idea on how I feel the medication is responding and how my body is responding to it. So I'll definitely be doing that. I have a little bit of makeup on my face right now, so what I'm gonna do right now is take my makeup off with the makeup I'm working with my skin. So this foundation and this makeup has been on pretty much all day, but right now it's like 9 o'clock at night, and I'm just gonna show you because I'm real, you know, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, my skin's not perfect. It's never been perfect, and I hope for it to look decent one day. I'm not going for perfection because perfection is hard, you know. I don't know why I just rubbed off my mascara. I'm gonna have like raccoon eyes. This is part of my skin without any, and I do break out more on one side than the other, and I tend to break out a lot on my chin. Like right now, I've had this pimple, I kid you not, for like 3 months, and I keep breaking out on my chin. And like, so this one right here, that's a new pimple, but that's old, that's old. This darkness that I have is old. This one literally just popped up like last night when I woke up this morning. I was like, what the fuck? And I never break out on my forehead, and I have that. Like, my face not be bad, but my back is so broken out too. It's just ridiculous. I definitely recommend for you to talk to your dermatologist if it's something that they think is best for you. Definitely do it and look into it, because at the end of the day, you want to be happy and you need to do whatever makes you happy. And if working on your skin is going to make you happy in the long run, why not fucking do it? Because you only live once, bitch. Life has been throwing me L's like all fucking year long. So like since March, my life has been fucking shook. I don't even want to go into detail about that because I don't want to bring drama or problems to my channel. But I've just learned to live with my problems, and I'm working on it, and I'm trying to be a better person, and I need to do what's best for me. And that's the advice that I give you. If you think you're going through some shit and you think it's hard, like, God puts you in situations that he knows that you're gonna overcome, and he knows that's gonna make you stronger. So don't look at your situation and be like, fuck, like, what did I do to deserve this? Don't be moping around the situation. Like, just get up, walk fucking forward, because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna help you. Like, you need to do what's best for you. We just got real fucking deep. But I just wanted to show you what my skin is looking like right now, so y'all know. And that way, in a couple of months, hopefully 2 months, y'all can see the difference. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and this is basically gonna take y'all along the ride with me. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you do have any questions about Accutane, make sure to drop them in the comment section down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye.